All right, now we are moving into section 3 of lesson 8.1. On the previous slide, you should have seen this picture that had the graph of the skate park's drawing and each line segment. Here for section 3, we're going to cover questions 3 and 4. And question number 3 says, the diagram above shows a cross section of the skate ramp and its railing transposed onto the coordinate grid. A. Calculate the slope of line segment WV and line segment VU. Explain why the slopes of WV and VU are equivalent to the slope of XT. That's part B. And question number 4 says, find the slopes of each of the following segments: AB, XT, WG, TJ, and AD. Now, this may take a little longer, so I'm going to go with a 7-minute time limit here. Now, remember, slope is that vertical change, so your Y's, over your X change, so your horizontal change. Again, go ahead, take the next 7 minutes to work through questions 3 and 4. Don't forget to pause your video. As you can see, the answers to questions numbers 3 and 4 have now been provided for us. Let's take a look at number 3 to start off with. It asked us to calculate the slope of WV and VU. Well, if I look back at my picture, WV, remember it's that rise over run, or the vertical change over horizontal. So I said, okay, I go up 1 and I go 1, 2, 3 to the right. Same thing with VU. I go up 1, 1, 2, 3 to the right. Now, it says, explain why these slopes are equivalent to that of XT. Now, notice what happens. Y, X, W, V, U, T, and S all lie on this same line. All letter points, or all points that lie on the same line, have the same slope between any 2 points on the line. So we can say that the slope between any 2 points on a line is always the same. So whether I'm looking at XW or XV or VT, they're all going to be the same because they all lie on that one line. So AB said, number 4 said AB was, I said, well, to go from A to B, I went up 4 units and I went over 12. So 4 over 12 was 1/3. X over T, now I had already referenced X over T back in question B of number 3. It would have been very hard for you to calculate XT because you couldn't count up and over because X is at an approximated point. So I just said, well, if it lies on the same line as those other points, then it also has to be 1/3. Now, WG. I said, well, I go down 1, 2, 3 units, and I go to the right 1. So whenever I wrote this, I put down 3, right 1. Same thing with TJ. TJ went down 3, right 1. You might have simplified these to -3 only, and I would have accepted that as well. Okay. And lastly, it asked me for AD. A is all the way over here on the x-axis. D is all the way over here on the x-axis. Well, I said, well, I didn't go up any. There was no vertical change, so that was 0. But my horizontal change is, well, I go to 12, then there's another 4, so that's 16, 18. So I had 0 over 18. Well, what is 0 divided by 18? It's just 0, right? So that ends section 3, questions 3 and 4. So go ahead and work on your debriefing question.